Entrepreneurship is almost everything. It is the glue that binds all the knowledge together to create a viable career path. And I think today, with the implosion of multiple aspects of the music industry, for example, the record labels, which everyone is quite aware of what's been happening with the advent of peer-to-peer in the late 90s. But that's not the only part of the industry that's having difficulty adapting to the effects of modern technology. Radio is one, and radio is facing competition now on so many fronts and losing listenership and time spent listening with the younger demographic, and that's their future. If kids don't grow up being involved in radio, for example, they won't listen to radio when they're 25 or 35 or 45. So, they're having to resort to new avenues of distributing their content, podcasting, streaming, audio, and so on and so forth. So, in that realm where industries literally have to reinvent themselves almost on a daily basis, it requires people to have not only a broad understanding of industries and technologies, but also the innovative spirit to go in and connect the dots and create new avenues of distribution or new kinds of program content, perhaps marrying multiple technologies. I have a student who, a year ago, he was working for a company, a webcasting company, and he investigated on his own this new idea of podcasting. Researched how to do it, is a musician himself, and convinced the company to put up a website and podcast interviews with unsigned bands and underground bands and that sort of thing. And they actually have a viable business that they're now in because he created it on his own, and he's still a senior here at school. So that's the kind of entrepreneurship that students graduating will really need to employ in order to be involved in exciting and interesting and gainful employment as they leave here. The career path of getting a degree and going to work for a record company or for a large radio conglomerate is, while it's still being done, is probably not necessarily the most exciting thing. So we have students who leave and start record companies, and students who are on the road singer-songwriters and are self-published and self-recorded and doing quite well. We have one band who's selling, total CD sales, self-published, approaching 300,000 now over 3 years. So what it takes is an understanding that you have to wear all the hats and you have to work at it 7 days a week, and you have to be fully engaged in it, be on the web with your fans, be marketing, creating wearables, merchandise, writing music, recording music, touring, and understanding that all of it goes together to create the entity that is who you are. But also have individuals doing this, as singer-songwriters. They're not selling that level of CDs, but they're creating a nice living for themselves and traveling a lot and writing music and enjoying it. So I see that type of entrepreneurial approach to a career, whether it's as an artist, musician, or in terms of technology. I see that approach as really the model for the new music industry, and it will be self-created largely.